we got some awesome news on Turbo! So once again, we've got another product update, and this time it's for Wave 2 on the 2-pack. So we already knew what was in the 2-packs, but we never had any images for it. So we're gonna sort of go an overview at the end for everything that we know for sure is in Wave 2. These 2-packs, my gosh. There is Vise Leopard L4, Silver Extra Munter J4, Dullahan D4, and Dark X Nepstrius N4, as well as the last one, which is a favorite, and also I'm not 200% on, for the lair anyways, Cyclops C4 and Phoenix P4. So, look at the first one. So the first one is Dullahan D4, paired up with Silver X, paired up with Dark X Nepstrius N4. I'm sorry, I always confuse those ones. So the X whatever, these are like old dual layers that they released before, just with a different color. I don't really care for it. It's just more the new performance tip that they have for it. So for Dullahan anyways, the parts for this one is 7 in Tower Slingshock, so that is new for sure. We know we have a new performance tip, that is. Now, with Dark X Nepstrius, it's just 2 in Defense Slingshock, so if you were to get this, you have a Hasbro exclusive layer, and you have an interesting Tower Slingshock ability, which it kind of looks like it has just the mold of Tower. It doesn't look like anything actually comes out of it, like how Tower usually has it. It looks like it's just a giant plastic piece, and you just have a low part on the bottom, so in reality, this kind of just looks like maybe a bulky version of Fusion, I would say, but you're never gonna win all the time. I mean, I like the layer a lot. It looks really cool. So it at least has a good looking layer. The rest is sort of like, if you haven't gotten anything else, it's up to you. Next up, so we got another new pack, which is Silver Extra Munter J4, paired up with Vise Leopard L4. So Munter, again, not an evolution. It's just a recolor of the old one. It's kind of meh. It's just a silver one with a little green in the middle. So the theme with always the X whatever, it's going to be like sort of like a color theme. And in the middle, the core in the middle for those dual layers, it's always green. I don't know why. The parts for that is 8 in Fusion Slingshock. Now for Vise Leopard, I actually like Vise Leopard a lot. So, like I said in the previous videos showcasing this, either doing news videos with Cypress, etc., the only thing that I could really see that's different is the fact that just for this, other than no metal, I'll take away the fact that there's no metal, and I'll get to that in a second. Just those little, there's like little, on like the side where the claws were, there's little blue stickers, but like that's it. And even with Vise Leopard, like with the metal, it gave it more weight, but I don't really think it made any real contact with it. It does look like it still keeps the gimmick, so that's good. And it looks like the lift frame is the same as it was previously. It's just not transparent, which is perfectly fine. So this Vise Leopard doesn't seem like there's anything bad with it. Of course, if there's actual big changes, as we can see, then when we actually have the product, I'll make sure to actually say it. But this looks good. That looks like a good version of it. I don't know about Destroy Slingshock. Like, I don't know how the gimmick works. If we actually go to the packaging before we move on to the last one for Vise Leopard, I think I saw a little tab there. It might be a little tab. Yeah. Does it look like a tab? Yeah, it looks like on the bottom there's a little tab thing. So I think I was right when I said that. The little bottom part on Destroy, I don't know what you call it, I guess. The little bottom of the performance tip. I think that's the battle mode and the slingshot mode. You like twist it back in. That's my guess. Again, good job on that one. So now, the most controversial one is Cyclops C4 in Phoenix P4. So, Cyclops C4, okay, what? It's 5 in Fugal Slingshock, okay? Now, Cyclops does look nice, by the way. I love all the Hasbro exclusives one, but let's look at Phoenix. So, from what I'm able to tell, what I think personally, I think that the armor can come off, but I don't think they did the mold right for where they printed the metallic paint. I think they just did one piece, they didn't like separate it a bit, and then after they painted it. That's what I think. So it's a little bit less probably on the top for the layer, for the Revive armor. If you don't know what Revive Phoenix is, the whole gimmick with this Bey, and you're gonna see later on in Turbo, the armor comes off, like in the battle. It's very, very OP and very powerful, but from what I'm able to see, it does look like it can come off, because if it was all together, we would kind of see it a little bit more melded together. It doesn't look like that. It has a nice transparency to it. I like it. There's maybe a few parts where it's missing the stickers, but overall, doesn't look too bad. I hope it comes off, because if it doesn't, that's a fat L. And Friction Slingshock, so this worries me a bit. Now, Friction, the whole gimmick with that thing is that this is like a defense type Bey, right? And the thing is, oh, by the way, the gimmick for this, from what I'm able to tell, is a little tab, you push it in, and it looks like the little bottom part goes down and makes it flat. So that's perfectly fine, that's what I expected. I don't think it has palm. I don't think it has that palm material. I don't. Because we never got, what was it, Jaeger Yggdrasil's Yielding? I don't know if it's gonna have it. If it does have the material, the same with Archer Hercules, for its Eternal, the right material for it and not just pure plastic, then that's something that I could see as okay. Because I'm trying to be as positive and as fair as possible, because I don't like being overtly negative. There's no point to that. Try to look on the bright side for everything. It looks like it's possibly alright, just maybe not the right material. The Revive armor doesn't look like it's gonna be a complete mold. It looks like it can come off. I kind of see a little tab thing there. But what I'm saying in the part with where the actually is metallic, I don't think they did the mold right in that part. I could be wrong though when I actually have the product, but that's kind of it for the 2-packs. I don't really think they could screw it up, but we'll see. So my predictions is Friction and Eternal, they're just going to be pure plastic, nothing special, which is going to be a little bit of a disappointment. It does look like Hercules and Leopard and Phoenix all keep the same gimmicks. Leopard's gimmick is that even though it never, even for the Cho-z TAKARA TOMY version, it's supposed to bite the opponent, I guess, but it never really does that. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but again, like I said, I'm gonna be fair either way. If they do screw it up, I am gonna criticize that when the product actually comes. But to go over the other stuff, everything else for Wave 2 that we know, there's Salamander S4. There's Archer Hercules, there's Sphinx, and there's Typhoon T4. So Archer Hercules, from what we saw in, it looks like it still keeps the gimmicks. I kind of messed up when I said that. It looks like it still keeps the gimmicks. Eternal, I'm still worried about. Salamander, it looks like it keeps the same gimmicks, but again, Operate, I'm not too sure. Sphinx looks nice, no complaints there. Typhoon looks nice, no complaints there. And there's also Ogre and Kraken. Kraken and Ogre both look pretty cool. Kraken has some new performance set that I'm not aware of. I don't even know what the name is. It's not in the app at all. There's no anything for this. So I'm hoping that all of this is just like, there's just no metal, and it maybe, if it keeps the material and it just has those like the slingshot gimmicks and no metal whatever, then that's okay. I'm very speculative because, what was it? Achilles K4, which I believe did have another layer which was a palm inside of it, and it didn't have it. So I think the most likely scenario is that I think probably they're still going to keep the layer gimmicks, but the performances for Hercules and Phoenix are not going to be the same that they originally were, which probably is a disappointment. Now, you can tell me in the comment section below if you think the performance tips are going to have the right material for them, especially Phoenix and Hercules. Do you think Revive Phoenix has that Revive armor? I think it does. You think Hercules is going to have a little bow and arrow thing? You think Salamander is going to have the mode change for both parts? Now again, before I leave off, the reveal of all this stuff is based on how the anime is working right now, because the official channel just did a video doing Ride the Rails, whatever, which was showing off the next arc, which is after the Lunar arc, which is the Battleship Cruise arc, which has new characters, which I don't know what the dub name is, but it's Phi, who's the guy who owns Phoenix. So we should see probably a lot of the other stuff. I would say we're probably gonna get another major app update before this year ends, and we're gonna see wave 3, and we're gonna have an idea. Check out Cypress, and I'm saying that because me and Cypress do a lot of news updates regarding the app, so we do get an idea of how this stuff works, and I do gameplay on the stuff, so if you're curious on the gameplay for these products, we've done most of these, so you can check it out. We do it every Friday, and that's kind of it. Yeah, that's it. Just comment who you think is probably going to be the best one out of the bunch, and subscribe for more news updates, and click that bell to be notified of our uploads. Have an awesome day.